Okay. I need a motion to reconvene to open session.
I make a motion to reconvene to open session.
I'll second that.
I didn't vote. Marilyn?
Call the vote. Kimball.
Here.
Stickle.
Yes.
Cargill.
Yes.
Cusack. Yes. Lanier.
Yes.
Weber.
Yes.
Wheeler.
Yes. Okay. So we need to do this action item. Approval of, action item for approval of a notice to the licensed employee as discussed in closed session.
I'll make a motion for approval of a notice to the licensed employee as discussed in closed session. Second.
Roll call vote. Stickle.
Yes.
Lanier.
Yes.
Cusack.
Yes.
Wheeler.
Yes.
Kimball.
Yes.
Yes.
Weber. Cargill.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, we'll take about 20 minutes if there's anyone that wants to just do some public comment. So just go up to the podium. Okay? Remember, 5-minute limit.
I gave you all the resolution that the city council gave to you, so you can see the size of the lot that was being talked about, 135 feet by 264 feet for your building to set on. They didn't seem to know it, but I did get that resolution for you, so you now have copies of that. I also have the approved minutes of the December 10th and 14th board meeting. An IASB printout shows minutes of meetings are considered to have the status of legal documents. Therefore, if I read these minutes and the resolution passed on December 14th meeting, there is no mention of any amount of money nor location for this building on your referendum. I have them here. They're an open-ended resolution that gives this board a blank check to build a building somewhere. These minutes do not mention the mayor of Lakeland presenting this board with a parcel of land. So if it isn't in the minutes, it didn't happen. That's what it says in the legal description of it. Therefore, the public needs to know this board, after the resolution is passed, can vote to put this building anywhere they want. Sparland, Hopewell, those kids can walk to school now. Not accurate statements are being continually made, and the public is not being given all the facts. No one knows what the EAV is or will be in 20 years. You do not know what interest rates in the economy are going to do. All projections are based on a few facts and many assumptions of what money will do. Basic fact is, if you borrow money, you pay back the money plus the interest.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Hi, my name is Dan Coyle. I'm a taxpayer here in town. But I didn't really plan to say anything tonight, but I was confused. And quite frankly, I'm not sure that everybody grasped what just happened here. When Tom and Chuck were presenting that first drawing, that was a conceptual drawing that they had back when you guys were talking about splitting up the kids between here and high school. This was this portion of it. That was a $6.1 million drawing, and it was conceptual. Still needed a deep dive work. And with all the deep dive work, the assumption would be, I believe, that it would get even more expensive. But that was K through 5, and 6.1, I would say minimum. And we got that. Now, they couldn't deep dive on that because you folks said, stop that. We're only going to give you 4.1 for a K through 8. So go back to the drawing board. They said they'd be back February 8th for you all to discuss that. And I believe I heard the expectation is to vote on, but you'd be voting on a 4.1 K through 8. 30% less dollars than a K through 5 6.1. 30% more kids, 6, 7, 8 added on. Impossible. And you want to vote on that on the 16th, 1 week later. You don't have the time to do the deep dive that would allow you to get all of the criteria met to make that a viable plan. And it would only go up from there. I think any reasonable person would think that would go up to at least the 6.1. My guess would be the 7 plus to put a K through 8 here that met all the criteria. And the criteria I'm talking about is what I think John talked about at the start of the meeting. It's all those things that you said need to be considered. Last year, you did a good job of that, laid them out very well. All I do is caution you to think and look at that very closely, what you just asked the architect to do. And at best, I think you can approve that on the 8th, that it's close, meaning now let's do the deep dive on it, get everybody's input, and let's see what the true costs are. Because in order to be honest with the community, and I agree with the lady here, and give us the actual dollars, we have to be able to compare the 9.8 new school to the true cost of a K through 8 addition here. And that thing you're going to see on the 8th is not it. We're not comparing 9.8 to 4.1. We're going to compare 9.8 to something much more expensive than 4.1. I think we all know that. Thanks.
Is there anyone else who'd like to speak?
I believe it's, tonight here we've heard a lot of confusion on taxes. You've heard a lot of confusion what our taxes are doing. You've heard a lot of confusion on how our taxes are figured. Rolf made a mistake, figuring the taxes. He's been doing it for years. Ryan found a mistake, corrected it. So Ryan, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you, in layman terms, to explain to this group of people here how your taxes are figured, and tell them the rate, how the rate affects it, how your EVA affects it, and how your multiplier affects it.
That's not my job to explain to you how the tax rate works. We as a board will release that information once we have it from the architects and from the bonding company.
You explain it to the paper.
You're not going to give us just a little breakdown? You explain it on paper, right? So you know.
That's not my responsibility to explain to you right now how tax rates and levies work.
You do have a responsibility.
We as a board have a responsibility. I individually have no responsibility right now.
How does this break down for our taxes?
Do you want to answer that?
All right, we're not going to get into something like that. We hope that we will be providing you all the information you need. It takes a while. I apologize again for the inconvenience of figures that were presented and they were not correct. Take responsibility for that. Can I have a motion to adjourn? Second.
Those guys are sketchy and those guys are telling us here.
Second. Second.
Roll call vote, Arnold.
Yeah.
Weber. Weber.
Ryan.
Ryan. Motion to second. Yes, I heard.
talk about the whole